Right, warm greetings to you, mathematician. This is Sir Jeff. Today I'm presenting, I want to start with inequalities. So right, today's date, today is 12 August. So today is 12 what? August 20 what? 2021. So we want to start with inequalities. Okay, inequalities. So let's be ready. Let's start. So that's what we want to do today. Inequalities. So we start. What are inequalities? We have got the 2x plus 4 is equal to 10. This is what we call an equation. Okay, we call it equation, right? I think you know this. Okay. Then we have got what we call 2x plus 4 greater than, let's say 10. This is what we call an inequality. Okay. So what we do here now, we want to know first, the basic thing that I want you to know or understand is the signs. This sign is a greater than sign. Okay, saying 2x greater than. Okay, we call it a greater than sign. Okay, greater than sign. Then this sign we call it a less than. Okay, we call this one a less than sign. A less than sign, less, okay, less than sign. Okay. What about this one? This one is greater than or equal to. This is less than or equal to. So I think we are going to use this sign. So let's start with the first example. Let's say we have got 2x plus 4 is greater than 10. What we do here is we say 2x greater than, we say 10 minus 4. Then we say 2x greater than what? This will be equal to 6. We divide this one by 2, we divide by 2, divide by 2. Then x is greater than what? In this case, is greater than 3. So that's how we solve the inequality. We are supposed to represent this one on a number line. So you need to draw what you call a number line. A number line to represent your solution on a number line. Okay. Let's say we have our number line like this one. It's numbered, let's say x is greater than our number line. Usually it's numbered from 0. So we need to indicate our 0 there. Okay, this is our 0. Let's say this is our 0. So what we do is, let's say this is our what? Our 2. Then this is our what? Our 3. Okay. What we do is you go where there is where we have a 3, then you put a circle on that. Then we put a circle on this one. Okay, this is a circle, right? We are saying x is greater than 3. X is greater than 3. There are knowns that we don't know they are greater than 3. Where are these numbers? I think these numbers will be on the far right. Okay, these numbers will be on your forward right. So you just indicate this one and you put an arrow on it. Okay, let me just use this one. I think it's bigger. It can actually help us to, okay. So it means it's something of this nature. Okay, this nature, all the numbers that are on this side. So what do you do now? So when you want to represent this one, we are representing all the numbers that are on the far right. So the numbers that are on the far right, we have the numbers on the far right. These are the numbers that are representing x greater than. So we just draw this one. Okay, we go there. Then we draw a line that is showing us that the numbers are on your far right. Okay, that is what we are supposed to do. So I think you put an arrow. Then we have represented the answer on a number line. Okay, let me do another one, which we need also maybe to represent another principle. We say 2x, they say it's greater than minus minus 2x is greater than, let's say, is greater than minus 4. Okay. Then when we divide by a negative, it automatically changes the sign. So we divide by minus 2 in this case. We divide also by minus 2 on this case. So the sign will change direction. It was facing this side. It means the sign will be looking at this one. Then we have got x equal to this minus by minus, we get a 2. Then the answer is equal to 2. Then we are supposed to represent this one on a number line. I think this is very simple. I think I've demonstrated how we do it. You draw your number line, indicate where your 0 is. Okay, indicate where your 0 is, where you are starting. Then you can actually see that the maths will be very simple. Let's say our 0 in this case is there. We indicate this is 0. Okay, this is 0. This is what? Let's say this is our 2. We put a circle there. Then where are we saying? We are saying x is less than all numbers that are less than what? That are less than 2. They are on our far what? They are on our far left. So we indicate that all these numbers are on our far left. Then we are done. So that's how we represent this. This on our what? On our number line. And remember this principle when we divide. Let me just write. When you divide, when you divide, okay, divide by a negative, what happens? When you divide by negative, the sign changes. Okay, the sign what? Changes. So please remember this. Remember this, when you divide by a negative, the sign changes. This is, I think this is a basic inequalities form what? Form 3. But let me just get to a situation whereby you've got challenging problems. Okay, I will try to demarcate my screen. I'll try to demarcate my screen using this one. Okay, let's say we want to start now to move on to what we call simultaneous inequalities. Okay, we want to move on to what we call simultaneous inequalities. Okay, so we are moving on to another aspect which we call simultaneous what? Inequalities. Simultaneous inequalities. So let me get my pen again, then I'll demonstrate how we do this one. Okay, let's say you are given inequality which says 2x greater than, let's say, 4x, 4x, okay, minus 3, let's say less than 2x minus 6. What you do, you pick the first inequality from this one, let's say from this, okay, from this up to, okay, let me just try to use a ruler, might be very helpful on this one. So you take the inequality that is from stretching from this point up to the other inequality, then we take the other inequality, maybe we take it from there. Let's pick it from, maybe starting from right to left, where you get to another sign, then that's where we end. Okay, so we've got these inequalities, that the inequalities that we can formulate this way. Okay, let me demonstrate how we do it. So the first inequality that you have in this case, it means it's 2x greater than 4x minus 3. Then we call this one inequality number 1. Then we make another inequality from left to right. So we are going to demarcate this and that. Okay, let me change the color of my pen, maybe to show that we have got another inequality. So we are saying the other inequality that we are picking it from this to this level. Okay, this to this level. So it becomes what? We start with the 4 4x minus 3 less than 2x minus 6. This becomes what? Inequality number what? Number 2. So let's now simplify the first one. The first one, we group all the like terms. Let's say all of them, they go to the left hand side. Okay, to the right hand side, and none, let them go to the right hand side. Then we have got the 3 in this side. The sign doesn't change there. We have got 4x minus 2x. Okay, That's our inequality in this case. Then we say 3, then greater than, then this one becomes 2x. We divide by 3, we divide by 2. Okay, we divide by 2, we divide by 2. Then what we get 1.5, right? 1.5, 1.5 is greater than x. This is the solution number 1. Let's try to find the solution for this one. For x, so we group all items, say for x, then this x goes there, then it means we say minus 2x less than what? We say minus 6. Okay, on the right hand side, then we say plus plus a 3. Then we simplify, then this one we get 2x less than minus 3. Then we divide by what? We divide by 2 again. Okay, this is minus divided by 2 divided by 2, then x is less than minus 1.5 again. Okay, so we want to combine these two answers now. We want to combine these two answers, 1.5 then greater than x. So what is very simple is I want you to try to adopt this one. All the signs, they should all look at, they should be facing, they should be opening to the right. Okay, so you start with the smaller number. Which one is the smaller number? There we have got 1.5, this one being minus, and the greater number there being 1.5 again. So how do we represent this one on a number line? How do you represent this one on a number line? So you draw the number line again. As usual, you draw your number line. Okay, you draw your number line as usual. Then you demarcate where your 0 is. That's very important. You must demarcate your 0. Okay, you must demarcate your 0. So our 0 in this case, let's just assume that it's at the middle there. We put a 0. Then we have got another point which we call, let's say, in this case, we have our point which is 1 minus 1.5. This is our minus. Then we say we have got 1.5, like this one. So it means we might say this is our 1. Okay, we might also say this is our minus 1. Okay, so that it can also show some pictures. Then you put your 0 there to circle the ending point and the starting point. And then there you put also this one. Then we use a ruler. Let's try to use a ruler so that you can actually join these circles. Okay, so that's how we do it on a number line. Simultaneous inequalities. So this is our simultaneous inequalities. I think they are very clear, loud and clear on this one. If you've got any challenges, I think you need also to communicate with me. Okay, so maybe also I want you to know this one. Let's assume, let me try to clear this this section so that I can also use it for other demonstrations. So I want also to teach you how to maybe represent your answer again when it's a simultaneous inequality, maybe for you to understand the concept. Okay, let me use, I think a blue will help, right? I think most of you can actually see blue. Okay, let me get this clear again to you. Let's say you are given an inequality, you get two answers. Okay, your answer, let's say x, in this case x is greater than 2, then the other one is x let's say x is less than 4. Okay, the principle said, I said you put your x, then the sign, they should be facing this side. You put the smaller number there, our x, then the bigger number there, then our smaller number, you put it there. That's how you represent. Let's say this is your answer. Okay, what you are supposed to do now, you are supposed to draw your number line as usual. You are supposed to draw your number line as usual. You get your number line. I want you to show you how to demonstrate this one. Okay, number line as usual. Okay, that's our number line. Okay, you need also to indicate where our 0 is. Okay, our 0 in this case, we put it, let's say this is our 0. Okay, this is our 0. We write 0 there. Then we need to try and find where our 2 is. Let's say this is our 2. Then let's say this is our 3. Okay, let's just be systematic there. Then this is our 4. So you put a 0. Where are we starting? We are starting from there. Let's say this is our 2, right? You put a circle on this one, then you go on this one, you put also a circle, right? What you do, you join these 2 lines, you join with a straight line, you use a ruler, you join these ones, you join these 2 points. Okay, this is how you represent your answer on a what? On a number line. When they want the answer on a number line, that's what you do. Okay. Okay, and why this one? It should be a straight line, right? It should be a straight line joining these 2. Okay, so don't worry. I think it might also take our time to try, but it must be a straight line joining the 2 lines. Okay, let me erase it so that we can start afresh. Okay, we're saying you use your ruler there. You connect these 2 points, right? Then the question is, I want you to show you how when this one is given, when it has a less than sign like this, okay, it means something different. You are supposed to shade your answer. Okay, you shade your answer. So it means in this case, you need to shade your what? Your answer, please. When there is something like that, when this less than or this is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, you need to shade your answer. So it's very important that you remember this. What is the meaning of this? It means we are including, if they want you to list the numbers, it means we are including 2, 3, 4, and the 4. Okay. If it's just 2 less than x less than 4, if they say give us the whole numbers in between, it means this is not including 2. We are starting from 3, not including 4. It means it's just 3 only. Okay, you need to remember that. So you need to learn to shade when there is a greater than or equal to. Okay, but the question also that I want also to demonstrate, or possibly a point that I want to clarify, let me clear my board. We need to move on to another aspect, which I want you to understand, where they give you inequalities where you are supposed to shade. Okay, where you are supposed to shade. How do you do that? Okay, so what you need to do first is to draw the number line. I think, let me just draw the number. Let's just give you the inequalities first. Okay, they might give you an inequality like this one. They say 2x plus 4y is less than or equal to 10. Okay, they want you to represent this one on a number, is linear programming, right? They say 3x plus 4y equal to 12. They want you to present this one on a graph, okay? Showing, let's say this 2, they say shared, okay, or unwanted regions. Okay, that's what I want you to region. Okay, that's what I want to show you how to do this one. We are shading the unwanted what region. How do we do this? Okay, first of all, you need to represent this one on a Cartesian plane. Okay, you're supposed to represent this one on a Cartesian what plane. They say this one is less than or equal to. Then also this one, I want you to, these are inequalities. I want to teach you how to represent this one on a Cartesian plane. Okay, how do you do this? Okay, let me show you. Okay, this is greater than, right? Let's just write this, like this one. Okay, so what you do in this case, you remove the inequality. So our step, let's start with the step 1. Step 1 is very simple. Step 1 is 2x plus 4y. We remove the less than or equal to sign. We say equal to 10. So what do we do now? We draw what we call a table of values. So we say when x is equal to 0, what do we do? We say 2, 0 there, plus 4y is equal to 10. Okay, then we have got our 4y is equal to 10. We divide by 4 by 4. Then we say y is equal to, how many times does y get into 10? 4 into 10, we get 2, remainder 2 over 4. We can simplify that one. Y is equal to 2.5. Okay, so it means we have got another value. When x is equal to 0, y is this one. We try again another point, any point that you want. 2x plus 4y is equal to 10. Okay, let's say y is 0 when y is equal to 0. Then what do you do in this case? We say when y is equal to 0, we substitute this 2x plus 4 times y is 0 is equal to 10. Then we get 2x is equal to 10. Then x is equal to 5. So when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 5. When we have got 2 points, I think we can now sketch the graph. Okay, let me try to use a straight line, maybe, so that it can be neat. Okay, let's you have a table of values. This is our table of values. Okay, our table of values, so that it can be neat, a little bit neat, so that, you know, mathematicians need to try to be neat. I know it's not in our nature to do that, but let's try to be neat, a little bit neat. Okay, a little bit neat, a little bit neat. There, our table of what? Our table of values. We put another line to demarcate this, another line to demarcate this. Okay, okay, another line to demarcate this. I think that will be sufficient. Okay, that will be a neat table of values. I think that would be much better than, you know, just sketching these things like we are not interested in the subject. We are interested, that's our subject. So we are saying we want to we draw the table of values of which equation? Of equation, which one? We say 2, okay, 2x, okay, plus 4y equal to 10. So we are saying our value of x, our value of y, when x is equal to 0, I work this one, x equal to 0, where is this one? Our x equal to 0, when x is equal to 0 in this one, x equal to 0, we got y 2.5, x equal to 0, this is 0, 0, this is 2.5, and then this one we said when y is equal to 0, our x, we got a 5. Okay, that is our table of values. So you need to come up with the table of values. Then that's step number 1. Okay, step number 2, you are supposed to shade. Okay, step number 2, step 2 is shading. Okay, and we are shading unwanted area. Okay, the unwanted region. Okay, the unwanted area. So how do you do this one? I want to just demonstrate. Let me just draw again the Cartesian plane that will also help us to understand the concept. Okay, like this. Okay, our Cartesian plane, I think it's very clear to everyone. Let's try to try and draw this one. Okay, then we label it our x-axis. Okay, our x-axis. Let's move on. This is our x-axis. Our x-axis. This is our x. We label our x-axis. Then we label this one is our what? Our y. Okay, this is our y-axis. Okay, all right. I want you to try the other one. So when we're done with this one, what are we supposed to do now? We need to find the values when x is equal to 0. Let me use a different pen. When x is equal to 0, we are saying x getting a 0 there, a 0 value. Okay, x getting a 0 value. Y will be equal to 2.5. Let's assume that this is our 2, this is a plus, all right, 2.5. Okay, so we mark this one with a plus. Okay, then when our y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 5. Okay, we find this point 0, x becomes what? 5. Right, what are we supposed to do now? We are supposed to get this one, and we draw a line joining these two what? These 2 points. Draw a line joining these two what? These 2 points. So we need to try to be very accurate and draw a line that will be trying to represent our points. Okay, It means we are supposed to drag a little bit, this one upwards. Okay, but if that is not exact, okay, remember, I'm trying to do my best on this one. Then what you do is you check the values. It's saying y, you just concentrate with y. Okay, I think I have my formula in this case. You just concentrate with y. Just concentrate with what? Y. Just check on this. It's saying what? It's saying y less than or equal to. Okay, y is less than or equal to, right? When it's y, it's when it's less than or greater than or equal to, it means this will give you a continuous line. Okay, when it's